You know that feeling, right? When you're absolutely convinced you're saying a word correctly and someone else is just as sure you're wrong? Well, today, we're jumping right into one of those classic family feuds. It's a hilarious duel over the calendar, and trust me, it captures that struggle perfectly.
So, let's meet our contenders. In this corner, we've got Chintu, our creative pronouncer who has let's call it a unique take on the English language. And in the other corner, his big sister Bunty, the official fact-checker, who's here to set the record straight.
And the battle begins with the very first month of the year. Chintu, full of confidence, asks his sister about school. But listen to how he says it. January.
But Bunty is not having it. She jumps right in and points out that the key is to hit all three of those syllables. It's not January, it's January. Go on, try saying it with me. January. You can totally hear the difference, can't you?
Chintu's reaction is just perfect. He complains that all those extra sounds make it as complicated as a Wi-Fi password. And you know what? He kind of has a point.
Okay, so he's not giving up. Chintu moves on to his birthday month and gives it another shot. Feb-ru-ar-ri. He is so close. But Bunty, with her super hearing, catches one tiny, crucial sound that's gone missing.
And of course, she points it out. It's that first R that so many of us accidentally skip over. So it's not February, it's February. It's a sneaky little letter, but hey, it makes all the difference.
Right. After the months, Chintu moves on to the days of the week, and he lands right on one of the biggest pronunciation traps in the entire English language. He says his exam is on Wednesday, pronouncing every single letter so carefully.
And this is where English just gets wild. Silent letters. The D and that second E, totally silent. They're just there. You just say Wednesday. It feels like half the word is just for show.
And Chintu asks the question we have all thought at some point. Seriously, if you don't say the letters, why are they even there? Are they just for decoration? It's a totally fair question.
The pronunciation duel continues. Next up, Chintu tries to tackle the day after Monday, calling it Tuesday.
But wait, here, Bunty reveals a little surprise. It turns out, for this one, there's a plot twist. Whether you say Tuesday with that little yus sound or Tuesday without it, you're actually correct either way. How cool is that?
Okay, back to the months we go. Chintu's talking about a big holiday that happens in August. He starts the word with a sound kind of like you just stubbed your toe. Ow!
But the real sound is a lot softer. Bunty explains it starts with a sound like aw. You see the difference? It's not ow, it's August. It's a subtle change, but it's definitely there.
We're getting near the end of the year, and Chintu has one last month to conquer. He says Christmas is in December, turning that C in the middle into a hard K sound.
And this is a classic English trap, isn't it? That letter C can be tricky. In this case, it makes a soft S sound. So it's not december, it's December. All right, finally, Chintu asks for the one item that holds all these tricky dates together, but he calls it a calendar, putting all this heavy emphasis on the end.
But the actual pronunciation is much softer. That ending just sounds like so it's calendar, not calendar.
At this point, poor Chintu is just completely over it. And his conclusion is something I think every single person learning English can relate to. It feels less like a language and more like a video game packed with hidden traps.
So, thinking he's found a genius loophole, Chintu declares his new strategy. He's just going to limit his speaking to the weekends to avoid any more mistakes. But Bunty spots one last trap.
And there it is, the final perfect correction. Bunty points out it's weekends, as in the end of a strong week, not weekends, which, well, that means something completely different. What a brilliant way to end their pronunciation battle.
And that was Chintu's calendar confusion. It's such a fun reminder that in English, even the simplest words can be full of surprises. So it really makes you wonder, what's that one English word that always trips you up?